Oh, where did the audio go? Um, this is awkward. Where is hold on. Let me go and grab this one. Let me go and grab this one. Here, let me just, give me a second. What a way to come back. Whoop, you didn't need to see that. There we go. Hello, I'm back. Hello. Man, this feels weird. How long has it been since I last streamed? Let me guess. March? Yeah, March. And what month are we in now? August. Oh boy, August. Wow. That is much longer than I intended. I'm just going to say that is definitely much longer than I intended to be gone. In fact, if you ask me to be honest, then I'm going to just straight up and say that when I took that short break, yeah, short, quote-unquote, very quote-unquote, like 7 quotes around that. When I took that break in, like, March, when I didn't do that Sekiro stream, at least I think it was a Sekiro stream, yeah, I intended to just be gone, like, maybe, like, a week or so. Then I realized that, well, I guess I'm just getting into it. Why have I been gone for so long? Well, I basically burned out. Yeah, I think I basically burned out. And I detailed this a lot on, like... If you've been following my Twitter, which I'm pretty sure that I'm speaking to literally nothing here, but that's fine. This is just more practice. That's what I keep telling myself. But if anybody watches this, and somehow, out of the millions of people, that one person actually also follows me on Twitter, or X, that is a change that happened, definitely. That is a change that happened in the past couple of months. Yeah, I basically explained why, like, I was taking so long to, like, come back, or if I was ever going to come back. Basically, what ended up happening was that I burned out. Yeah, that's just... I can't even make excuses for it. That's the main reason. I just burned out because I felt like... I just felt like... I think the goals that I wanted to set for myself were just too high, and... subconsciously, I wanted to, like, accomplish them in, like, just a year. Like, a year and a half. That is, like, if you ask a normal person in this, like, sphere, that is basically crazy talk. And I'm talking about a normal person as in, they've been in, like, the streaming game, they've been in the content creation sphere, they've been on the internet for, like, such a long time that they know that you cannot hit instant success. It is foolhardy to hit instant success within like a year or so, especially if you don't know what niche you're trying to hit here. So if you don't know that, and you don't really have like a plan, basically, I basically didn't have a plan. Yeah, no wonder I basically burned out, huh? No wonder. Yeah, so that happened. And then I was in limbo for a while. A lot of things happened while I was gone. I went to another course I had to take for my job. That was great. I was stuck in the middle of nowhere in America for about like 2 weeks. Or was it 3? I think it was 3 weeks actually. That was not great. That was pretty boring. As with the last previous times I was there. So yeah. So that happened. What else? I ended up going to New York. Yeah, I ended up going to New York. That was a good time, I guess. Then I realized, being in New York, that it wasn't really much different than many of the other metropolitan areas that I've been to in my life. So, I'd say New York is... Once you do the things that you always do as a first-time tourist in New York, once you do that, then really, I think you basically, like, hit all the best hits. At least on a surface level. Me, I wanted to go a little bit deeper than that, but we didn't have enough time. Like, I was there with my family, but we didn't have enough time to basically, like, hit each beat. Well, hit each beat that I wanted. But hey, at least one of those days, I got to go out on my own. And that's kind of crazy because it's like, wow, I'm in an unfamiliar city, and then I'm just like, okay, you know what? I just want to go out there on my own. I did the same with Hawaii, but I think Hawaii was, I think that was more manageable because there really isn't that much ground to cover on the island that I was on, so that was fine. That was fine. I felt very comfy over there in Hawaii, yet when I went to New York, I think the day I ventured out on my own, I actually wanted to try the Ichiran in the Big Apple. And yeah, I am tangenting right now, but I gotta get this thought out before I forget it. Yeah. Basically, I went all the way from my hotel to the Big Apple just to try Ichiran. And let me tell you, it was basically one of the best ramen bowls I've ever, like, had in the States, and I have to emphasize that. In the States. In the States. So, just make no mistake about that. If I go to Japan, I probably will have bowls way better than Ichiran, because, it is said that Ichiran is basically the fast food of ramen over there, so hey, if the fast food of ramen tastes that good, then that means, American ramen is basically just, you know, I guess trash tier, I guess. But, anyway, yeah, that was interesting time. Anyway, that was, I think, a good chunk of, like, my break there. I say a good chunk, even though it was only, like, a week. And I'm saying that because, like, the rest of my time during break was just me trying to get some semblance of drive back to just, you know, do this again. Yeah, it really started to just, okay, what's the word for it? It didn't get dull on me, it just was much more harder to do because I felt that the time I spent streaming could have been spent in other areas, not necessarily regarding just like streaming or like whatever this is, but more so like, yeah, I should be doing something productive. And now I feel bad about it. Now I don't want to stream because I feel bad about streaming. Now I feel burned out and now I'm stressed. See, that is the thought process right there, and that was a really difficult thing to just deal with. Just I think every so often, maybe even constantly. Well, yeah, that's, not fun. But, yeah, I remember that at some point during the break, well, the hiatus, basically, I basically came up with many, like, sort of, like, excuses of, like, oh, yeah, no, I want to, when I come back, I want to do this. Or when I come back, I want to, take my channel in this direction. And here's the thing. I fell into the pitfall of, when I come back, I probably should do this, because I have, like, this goal, and I want to, like, achieve X goal in this amount of time. I basically was trying to get back into this. Falling into the same pitfall I did that basically caused me to burn out in the first place. And no wonder I didn't come back when I said all that stuff. Yeah, if you want a recap of it, at one point I decided to try and take my channel into a more like curated like video like format like some other like content creators on YouTube do. Using like, you know, it's probably like maybe like video skits and all that. That didn't pan out. I think I already like explained it in a stream way back. I forgot which one, but basically whatever I came up with, just it was not great. And I couldn't in good conscience like put it out there. And I know it's a case of, well, you should have put it out there anyway because, hey, experience, right? That's basically what the goal here in the beginning should be. Just get the experience. And I'm like, well, I already felt like I got a good primer of just what the, just a rough idea of like what the process like should be. A very rough idea. It might not even be correct. But at least I got some idea. There you go. That's a better way to say it. At least I got some idea of the process, and man, I actually just don't like it. I don't like editing videos because I realize, well, I basically realized and I reminded myself of just how I am as a person, because if I feel something is just like, it could use a little bit more of this, could use a little bit more of that, and then I just keep going in that loop again and again and again until I just end up with a product that is, well, essentially just not great. It just ends up not being what I envisioned, and also it just ends up being like there's too much stuff done to it, and not the stuff that, you know, probably should have been done to it, just stuff that I spontaneously decided, oh wait, I need to change this and that, and then it just ended up being terrible. So I just decided to scrap all of it and just nix that direction, because to be honest, the only reason I said I wanted to go in that direction was basically because, well, let's see. What was, okay, who was that VTuber again? Oh, yeah, that's right, Rin. There was Rin Penrose. Yeah, Rin Penrose. I was watching her shorts, like, right before I talked about that stuff on, like, my Twitter. I think I basically ended up saying that I need to go find a niche for myself. And the thing is, I basically ended up thinking that, okay, niche, okay. The niche I'm going to forge for myself is just more edited and curated content. And the thing is, the thought I gave to it was not the correct kind, because, to be completely honest, I really just don't like editing because of what I literally just said earlier. So that was a waste of time for me. So yeah, that just ended up nowhere, and that killed my drive again. So then I floundered a little bit, and then I ended up with the idea of, oh, well, I know I came up with like a second thing, but right after, well, not right after that, sometime after that, but I literally can't remember what. I know I wrote about it like on my like Twitter, but I need to go scroll down to find it. I mean, I could just scroll down my Twitter right now, but the thing here is that, well, yeah, I basically left work today with some very, looking at Twitter and basically opening up to myself very distressing news. Well, okay, it was distressing for literally like a couple of seconds, but yeah. Basically, two VTubers that I follow have basically graduated, and I'm using basically too much. I need to stop doing that. So they ended up graduating after a long hiatus, and to be honest, I understand why a lot of fans of them are basically, god damn it, I'm using basically again. I understand why a lot of fans of them are frustrated, angry, maybe even like vindictive or what have you. But yeah, I get it. Let that all out now, and don't bottle it up. Just go ahead and do it, and then take some time off to just, you know, get your head clear, right? That's the way to do things, right? Yeah, I didn't really need to take that much time, because essentially, even though on the back end, when I knew of their like long hiatus, I was basically joking of like, hey, when they get back this, or they're gone because they're taking an adventure and stuff like that. Okay, let me tell you, deep down, I kind of knew the writing was like on the wall. Well, I knew the writing was on the wall by the end of it, but for the most part, I know that, like, there are certain, like, circumstances surrounding, like, their, like, hiatus that basically clued me in, and it clued me into an idea of what might have been happening on the back end, and while unfortunate, that's just the way business goes. Honestly, even with a dream job, and even with a job you like, if it isn't up to snuff to support your standard of living, then this is only me spitballing here. Who knows what the reason could be, but I'm just going for the most, like, obvious, well, I'm going for the most likely reasoning behind this to me, which is just, like, complete theory, so take my word with a grain of salt. If even your dream job isn't able to support your standard of living, then unfortunately, sometimes it just can't be helped. Which is, you know, it sucks, right? But hey, that's just the nature of the game, the nature of the business. You gotta make sure to not only, like, support what you like doing, but also make sure that you can be able to eat every day, right? But yeah, like I said, this is just complete theory. But anyway, yeah. Outside of that, though, what have I been doing? Like, recently, very recently. Oh, yeah, okay, wait. Here's the thing. And this also plays into what I just talked about, too. A lot of the time spent, at the, I say the tail end of, like, my, like, 5-month, like, break that I'm just coming back from. That one was, well, a lot of that time was spent playing World of Warcraft. Yeah, a lot of that time was spent playing World of Warcraft, and the reason why I ended up playing World of Warcraft was because of the Holostars Tempest WoW Wednesdays. Man, that was a great time. Or now, that was a good time. Yeah. I ended up playing it a lot longer than I intended to. I thought I was just gonna get back into, like, WoW for, what, a week or two and be like, yo, WoW was fun, but not even Enhancement Shaman could keep me playing this game. But it turns out it did. And after I did my time in, like, Classic and realizing that I didn't really have the time or dedication to get to endgame with the rest of, like, the Tempest Guard, I ended up just going to retail with some Tempest Guard members who basically wanted to set up a retail guild for Tempest Guard in case the boys ever decided to play retail. And then I've been playing retail ever since. And the thing about retail is that I definitely prefer, like, retail, but I like the aesthetic of, like, Classic. I'm just gonna say that so I don't get off on too much of a tangent, but basically that's what I've been doing a lot of my with my time. And I think I kind of needed that because that was finally a time where I could actually socialize. Because I'm gonna tell you that on the internet, the only people I have to socialize with is my immediate group of internet friends. It's a small group, and I would say that I haven't really talked to them a lot, like, recently, because I really have nothing to contribute to the conversations that they're having. Because most of the time they're talking about, like, Mobage and, like, mobile games and stuff like that, gacha, like, all that jazz. And me, as somebody who doesn't play that, as somebody who doesn't play that, it was kind of hard to, like, relate to them and actually contribute to the conversation and, you know, talk with them. And I know they mean to, I know there's no hard feelings there. It's just me just not really meshing with what their interests are now these days. But hey, maybe I'll play with them again once we pick up a game. Whatever game that may be. Maybe it's going to be Blue Protocol, because I know that's coming out officially for the West next year, hopefully. Amazon, please don't delay it again. Please don't delay it again. Or what? I don't even know if it was Amazon that's delaying it. Maybe it's Bamco. I have no clue. Actually, I don't even know if Blue Protocol's Bamco. Let me go check if it's Bamco. Blue Protocol. Blue Protocol is... Wait, is that Bamco? It is Bamco, perfect. All right, I am not wrong about that one. But anyway, yeah, I might be playing with them on Blue Protocol when it comes out officially, next year, I guess. But outside of that, yeah, I really didn't have much social interaction, like, on the web, because, well, here's the thing. I am soullessly plugged into the internet almost 24/7, which is not healthy, and yet I still do it. And most of the time, I'm just living through others vicariously and watching just, you know, Hololive streams. And then just the random, like, videos on the side that end up that end up construing my algorithm in such weird ways, because now on top of, like, VTuber clips, so like Hololive clips and streams, I now get videos on just POV cooking, which, you know, that's been a thing for a while with me, and I think the most recent ones is, I think, Yu-Gi-Oh! And, like, D&D lore. And I don't know when I want to unrecommend that from my algorithm. They've been enjoyable so far, but once I get to the more niche content in those spheres, then I might actually just dip out of that of the algorithm regarding that. But yeah. Anyway, the Tempest Guard were essentially my interaction with, like, actual, like, people, like, on the web for quite a while, actually. I think I would say the past 2 months, maybe 2 months or more. It's been a while, like 3 months. I would say 3 months at least. And they're all great people. They're definitely a very chill group of folks, and I enjoy my time playing with them. Unfortunately, nowadays, it seems like the guild will... I don't know what's going to happen to the guild. I don't know. But I hope everybody keeps playing with each other. I hope everybody keeps playing with each other and are, you know, just swell to each other still. Despite not having our focal point that we built the guild around. Well, they built the guild around. Why'd I say we? I was never there from the beginning. I wasn't there at the beginning. I joined, like, midway. Losing their focal point, that of which they built the guild around, is, like, pretty tough, and I totally get that. And it seems so far that, from what I can gather after like being in a couple of conversations with them, they seem to be taking it, like, pretty well so far. Yeah, but I can imagine some of them are just they're dealing with what recently transpired with in their own way. And you know what? I just gotta respect that, right? I just gotta respect that. I'm kind of glad, though, that unlike what I've seen on Twitter, a lot of them have already gotten past the stage of just complete, like, anger. At least that's what I'm assuming. I haven't checked back into, like, the Discord for a minute, but for the most part, I mean, I see some disappointment, but it's most likely, like, acceptance. Well, not most likely. What I've seen is basically acceptance. Yeah. So, hey, they're cool people. Hopefully I get to play with them. I continue to get to play with them. Even if it's not WoW, it could be, well, it could be another game. Who knows? Could be another MMO. Maybe we repurpose the Tempest Guard. Well, maybe they repurpose the Tempest Guard around another online game that the rest of the boys play, you know? Only time will tell. And man, it kind of sucks that, I'm not a very superstitious person. Superstitious. Okay, I can talk. I'm not a very superstitious person, but there have been a lot of coincidences that have happened to me recently, to which I end up thinking, like, God, that in hindsight is a bad omen. For example, very recently, in in preparation for how much time I'm gonna spend in Armored Core 6, I ended up canceling my WoW subscription, and lo and behold, I preemptively canceled it for a reason I would have canceled it come today. Yeah. Like I said, not really that superstitious of a person, but sometimes I just gotta acknowledge that some things are really interesting omens, right? Yeah. But yeah, fast forward to today, I'm back. I am definitely, like, gonna try to stream when I can, and I'm truly going to just try to stream when I can. The problem is that I'm still stressed IRL. I'm still... It feels very hectic to me, even though it doesn't seem like that to other people. In my personal life, it feels very hectic almost daily for me. So I will just try to stream like when I can, or if I feel like streaming is going to help me calm down. Cause man, there have been a lot of possible changes in like my personal life are going to maybe come up soon or maybe later. Hopefully soon, but it's looking like some of that may come later. But whatever the case, changes are going to be happening, and I'm still going through the motions of like the stress of it all. So don't expect me to ever put out like a schedule of any sort until I can fully get situated with my life situation. I have no clue when. Hence why I say I'm gonna stream when I can. In fact, I will even say this. I know later today I'm basically gonna try to... I said basically again. Every month I have a verbal tick. Every month I okay, it was literally, not basically, but still, I have a verbal tick every month, and it's just a different verbal tick every month, and I'm getting irritated by it. I don't even know what the previous month was, but the one right now, like, basically is just, it for some reason this grates on me more, probably because of the fact that I'm live right now, like, just doing this, but yeah, it's kind of grating on me. I hope that next month's verbal tick will be different, and now I just want to wonder, what causes these things? What causes my, like, monthly, like, different verbal ticks? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, anyway, later on today, I will try to stream as long as I can Armored Core 6. Because at a certain point during my hiatus, I think I tweeted out at one point, I basically tweeted out, okay, not basically. Whatever. I'm just gonna keep saying it. It's irritating, but I'm just gonna let the verbal tick roll. I can't just keep catching myself doing it. I'm just gonna lose my train of thought. Anyway, Armored Core 6 comes out today. At a certain point in during my break, I tweeted out that I basically tweeted out that I was going to come back to stream Armored Core 6, and that was non-negotiable. I didn't use that same verbiage, but I said to the extent of, yeah, if there was any time to come back to streaming, it would be for Armored Core 6, and that is what I'm doing right now. Well, not right now. This is what I'm gonna do later on today. And if it wasn't obvious already, I'm very rusty with the whole streaming thing, so bear with me. However, I do have this. I still have the rest of my stuff. I didn't lose any of that during my long break from not using OBS. So, hey, we still have that. That's great. But, yeah. What I will, What I will promise though is do not expect. Oh, okay. This isn't a promise. This is more like a warning. Do not expect me to stream Armored Core 6 to the end, because even I don't know if I'm like capable of doing that right now. I think I did a Twitch stream a while back playing, I think I was playing Stranger of Paradise. I was playing Stranger of Paradise, and I ended up mentioning that there are a lot of times when I just want to play games like on my own, just in my own silence. And I know there are a lot of streamers that, hey, if I'm playing a game, why not stream it? And you know what? That mentality, shoot, I wish I had that. I wish I had that. But at the very least, I can come back and make good on my word that I will stream Armored Core 6. Maybe I won't finish it, but I will like stream as much of it as I can before the life stress gets to me and I burn out again. Somehow I feel like I shouldn't be streaming until I get everything like sorted out. But hey, I'm just trying to make good on my word here. Even if this comeback is short, at the very least, I'm just making good on my word, right? And that's what matters to me. That's what matters to me right now. I don't have any lofty goals anymore. I just want to do this. I just want to do this, make good on my word, and get some closure on this whole like hiatus thing. And whether or not I continue streaming like after this little stint, hey, I came back, right? Even if it's to the drum of literally no one, hey, I came back, and that's what matters. I feel like I should end this short stream on this, but hey, I think I'm gonna keep talking until like I guess at the 45-minute mark. But please, I would say, please don't expect me to be this talkative when I play like Armored Core 6, because I just want to get immersed into the game. I will at least stream my first day of it, but don't expect me to have the most insightful of commentary, because I will literally just be like engrossed in a game I've been waiting for such a long time already as an Armored Core fan. Thank FromSoft for finally bringing this game out of the woodworks, and I can only hope that if this game is good and it's a banger, which I hope it is, I hope the next title that they bring out is a new Kingsfield. That would just really like cement the I would say the trifecta of iconic IPs within FromSoft, which was Armored Core, Kingsfield, and then Souls. Complete the trifecta for like the modern day. Give us a new Kingsfield, and hell, give us the ability to create our own dungeons, like that one weird like dungeon maker like Kingsfield game on like the console. I think it was the last one they actually made before just putting the series on a long hiatus. Well, an ongoing hiatus, actually. I don't even know if they're gonna bring the series back. Maybe it's just canned. But, I mean, you could say that the Souls series is a successor to Kingsfield, but even then, I want to see what FromSoft can do with a Souls-like game, or a a Souls-like game at a first-person perspective. Basically Kingsfield, yeah, right? Kingsfield's the precursor to Dark Souls, or just the Souls series in general. So I want to see what a modern FromSoft could bring to the table when it comes to that specific like IP, because I think it would pop off, actually. I know with Armored Core, I'm just gonna be of the opinion that a lot of people will buy Armored Core, play it. It will be like the highest selling Armored Core game in the series, because of all the exposure to it, because of, you know, the because it's modern day FromSoft, right? But I'm already preparing for the fact, well, not for the fact, for the very high possibility that Mech games will still continue to be niche, and while the envelope will be pushed, next month I will see a very steep decline in players, and then the only players that will be left playing PvP in AC6 will basically be the Sweat Lords. That's just the way it's gonna be, right? Yeah. For some reason, to the west or overseas, mechs don't really have the same kind of appeal as fantasy. And I mean, I've accepted that long ago. Even though I really want mechs to, you know, have their like heyday again. But hell, maybe that time is coming past. But it's nice that at least a very large, like, legendary modern-day developer is putting their stake in the genre and and is essentially trying to push the envelope on it. Maybe that's not their intention, but I hope after Armored Core 6 we get more higher quality like mech games. I hope. Because, to be completely fair, outside of mechs like Armored Core, outside of mecha like Armored Core, the other kind of mech games don't really appeal to me because I think it's just too slow and too gritty. Yeah, it just doesn't appeal to me. You either have mech games that are too slow and too gritty, or you are in the other direction of you got the Gundam games, or Gundam-likes. And while I prefer Gundam-likes to the more gritty, slower, like, hulking Colossus mecha, I don't know, I still want it to be, like, at an in-between point, which was Armored Core for me. So, I'm happy that I at least get to do that. Well, I at least get to play that. Just in the modern day, so that's fantastic. I just hope that, well, this is an actual revival of the series. Oh man, I really hope this is an actual revival of the series. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. I want to see if FromSoft will actually have DLC proceeding from this game. And that depends on how successful it is, I think, right? Or maybe they're already working on it. Who knows? I don't know game development cycles. So, at the very least, I want to see it pop off enough for it to warrant DLC. And hopefully we don't have to wait for it as long as we are waiting for Elden Ring DLC, because Elden Ring DLC is going to come out next year. And how long has Elden Ring been out? By that time, it would have been out for 2 years already, with no DLC. And honestly, that is incredible to me. I don't think it's a bad thing. Hey, take as much time you need for quality, right? But I just find it very interesting that it is taking this long for the DLC to come out, which, like I said, not really a bad thing. It's just very interesting to me. Yeah, but anyway, if you just want a brief, like, overview of what I just talked about, I've been gone for a long time, because of burnout and because of just life stress, and I'd say I'm back, but only for like a short time. I'll stream like when I can, but for the most part, don't expect this to be like an actual legit, oh, I'm going to stream constantly, like, comeback. I'm just doing this because I said a while back that I will come back and stream for Armored Core 6. So that's what I'm gonna do today. And we'll see where it goes from there. So yeah, that's essentially what I got. Let's see. I want to reacclimate myself with OBS for a minute. Like, literally a minute. Because, okay, so here's the thing. This is going to be my overlay for, Armored Core 6, essentially. This is just a preview of it. And I mean, it's decent. I can't tell if where I put myself is actually a good spot for it. I don't know. I actually do not know. I'll see when I see the HUD in the game and how that's blown up. I still got my room here. That's great. We still got Candle Cat in the background there. I still got the Void. That's great. Sometimes I decided back then, in the beginning of the year, to decide to do just chatting streams in the Void because that's just a... I did it as a reflection of just how empty I was feeling doing like the just chatting streams, not in the bad way, but in the more like ephemeral way, if that makes any sense. I still got the hotel room. I just use the hotel room for if I'm streaming at the hotel in the middle of nowhere of America. But I don't need to go back there for a while, hopefully. Let's see, watch along. Yeah, this can still work. This can still work for a watch along. I still got the stock like theater image. Yeah. I mean, the rest of them is essentially just... I don't really use these that much. I only just use the gaming and then... Oh, yeah, this one. My overlay. Wow. I need to fix my overlay. But I think for, like, AC, I'm just gonna be using this. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So, I can't tell if I'm gonna be using all of this. But, hey. I mean, whatever I end up using, hopefully past me, that set it up good enough that I'm not gonna have trouble with it. I mean, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I'm looking at my stream right now on, like, the YouTube dashboard, and I can make the stream at 720p, like 60 FPS, but should I really? I'm gonna check the archive afterwards, see if the quality is good enough. I'm only... Wait, am I actually only streaming at, like, 720p? Oh, God. I'm gonna try to stream at 1080p, but I can't promise that I'm gonna actually be able to, accomplish that without the stream looking like absolute trash. Even though I have a beef PC, at least to my standards, yeah, I still have problems with compatibility of, like, certain parts of it and stuff like that, so, yeah. I might keep it at 720p, actually. I might keep it at 720p. Well, we'll see. Yeah. Well, anyway. Yeah, this is just me just trying to get all the cobwebs out. I guess I'll just see you later on today, right? I think... I haven't decided when I'm gonna stream the game. I might stream it at 3 or I might stream it at 4. If I stream it at 3, that's basically right when it drops for me. But if I stream it at 4, it would give me some time to set up everything before, like, going live. But hey, sometimes we do things live, right? Sometimes we do things live. So I might just... Yeah, you know what? I might just do it live, right? I might just do it live. Yeah. I don't know. I still got a couple of things to take care of today. I still got a couple of things. I don't know what that mouth sound was, but yeah, I think that's basically it. I'm going to I think I'm just gonna go and like eat breakfast and then take a nap because I have not slept. I have not slept because I work nights. So I'm running on fumes right now. I want to sleep for as much as I can before 3 or 4, then we just have a long day ahead of us. I wouldn't be surprised if I streamed for like 8 hours or like more. But I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna lowball it. I'm gonna try to shoot for like 3. If I can do 3, that's good enough for me. And then from that point on, we can probably figure out if I'm going to stream like the next day or the day following that. Yeah. Oh yeah, and if there's anything that I want to say from all of this, if you go to my like Twitter, I basically changed my handle to what was it? Part-time VTuber, full-time fan. I think that is basically what I'm gonna have to settle for myself for right now. Part-time VTuber, full-time fan. Sometimes Sometimes you just realize, like, what your capabilities are, given your circumstances in life, and you know what? It takes a bit to accept, but hey, that's fine by me. I don't know if I fully accepted it yet, but hey, I like the full-time fan part. Because that's what I'm at, what I am at the end of the day. I'm a guy who simps for his Oshis on, well, social media and watches their streams, and sometimes just the simple things in life are, you know, they're worth it. They're worth it. And I kind of don't want to lose that. So we'll see where the stream goes from here. But at the very least, I'm back for the immediate, like, future. And by immediate, I'm talking about literally in the next couple of days. After that, I'm not sure. But hey, I guess enjoy the stream coming up. I will put the reservation for it up when I wake up. So look forward to that. Aside from that, I think I'm just done here. I will see you then. I need to drink water. I don't have water. Oh god, that is very important. I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah, I'm out. I will see you then. It's almost time for Armored Core 6. I am so excited. I cannot speak. I'm gonna have so much fun with this. I'm going to have so much fun with this. Anyway, take care. I'll see you in a bit.